Hey, what's up YouTube? Alright, I'm going to take you guys through another hypertrophy tips video, and this time we're going to be looking at the pull down, so all the different type of pull down variations and which ones I think are the best for developing the lats to the most of their potential. So the first exercise that I like is the supinated hammer strength pull down machine unilaterally. I find if you work one arm at a time, you get much more focus on the muscle that's being worked. If I have a little bit of an imbalance in my lats, my left lat's a lot weaker than my right, so I like to use one arm for this type of exercise. And the reason why I like to use this pull down variation as my go-to is mainly because of the bracing, because of the chest pad that you've got, which is going to keep you a lot more stable and be able to get more tension through the lats. So you'll also notice that I drop my scapula down. I like to try and keep my scapula down throughout the movement. If my scapula lifts too much, I get a little bit too much pressure on my shoulders. So I try and keep that down and try and keep the tension on the lats the whole time. Also, supinated grip's always going to be a better option to target the lats, as it puts the shoulder in a better position to get the lats fully shortened. So the second variation that I like, or my second go-to for a pull-down variation, is this cable pull-down setup with the bench. So the only difference with this compared to the hammer strength machine is there's a little bit less bracing. So there's no sort of chest pad that keeps you a lot more stable. So when the weight does get heavy, it gets a little bit too hard to focus the tension only on the lats, and there's a little bit more stability that you need to generate through your core. The other thing is I prefer a neutral grip. With this one, I find that if I supinate it, it becomes a little bit too hard and a little bit too much tension on the bicep. And if I am feeling a bit too much of the bicep, I do switch to this exercise, as I can use the neutral grip. But that also a great exercise, and also it's great for the alignment. You can set up the cable at any angle to match your flexibility. The next would be a pull down. I prefer like a supinated grip, and I use I'm using the handles so I can adjust to wherever what suits my body the best. And again, going with more of a neutral grip, and you can sort of turn these handles in as you go through the movement and get that supinated position for the shoulder to get the lats even shorter. But the reason why I would prefer to other exercises to this is mainly the bracing. You're going to have to create a lot of stability through your core in order to keep as still as possible and get as much tension through the muscle as possible. And then last would be the chins, would be what I'd go to for hypertrophy. If I was to focus on strength, I'd be using chins as a way to gauge my strength. It's a great exercise, of course, but not the best option if you're purely looking for hypertrophy in the lats. So that's another hypertrophy tips video wrapped up, and I'll catch you guys again soon.